Hello. Today we're going to talk about the unilateral nature of Pumse. The problem that happens when a lot of Pumse athletes go to the gym, right away we start thinking about squatting and a bunch of bilateral activity, when in fact Pumse is a hip-driven unilateral activity where you're standing on one leg most of the time trying to create force and stability. For example, Kumgan, Jite, where you've got to kick after stepping through or coming into a blocking position. It's extremely difficult and requires a lot of stability. That stability can only be gained by training in the same environment that you're going to perform in. So this technique is a step up with a knee raise to step back and down to a lunge. And it's going to create both hip activity, work on your psoas, and it's going to deal with the anterior process of your knees, but it's primarily going to force your hips to become a hinge. So why don't we go ahead and demonstrate here. Just put the dumbbell in the same hand that you're going to step up with. Okay, go ahead. Bring the other knee up, above parallel, step straight back into a lunge, keeping this shin straight up and down. And then step back up again, and down, up, and back down. Okay, now we're going to do both sides, so you're going to do the next set with the dumbbell in the other hand, stepping up with the other leg. Now the biggest thing is that the height of this step, please don't use higher than 18 inches, and I would use, this is a aerobic step. We've got what, five risers I guess underneath the original step, which is fine. Don't use a chair, it's a little too high. Get down below an 18-inch plyo box, I think is where you want to be. So let's go ahead and try it again. And step down. Okay, the loading zones here are going to be pretty short. The sets, I think you need to do several sets. In the beginning, you might only do 2 to 3 sets. In the first couple of weeks you do this exercise. Then you may want to expand it somewhere between 4, 5 to 8 sets of anywhere from, say, 5 to 6, not more than 8 reps. So it's going to be highly neurological, and we require a certain amount of rest between sets. So I suggest you take a couple of minutes between. Those 200-pound athletes and up maybe want to take a little bit longer because it's going to take a little longer to cool down the mass and the central nervous system. So good luck with this. So the biggest thing you're going to find is that you're going to get a lot of glute activation and you're going to have a sore butt. But what you need to do is be able to have those glute muscles, be able to rotate your hips so we create the hinge necessary to be able to pull the leg up and down and still be stable. Okay, well, thank you.